Hey mamas, maybe you are sitting at home with your new little baby that you just gave birth to and you're just entering that postpartum period. Or maybe you are still pregnant, but you're just hoping to get a kickstart on what to do for that postpartum period that will be at the end of having your baby. Either way, I'm so glad that you're here. In this 4-part video series, we're going to be talking about all things postpartum recovery and how to have the quickest and most effective recovery that you can have. So we're going to be covering things about diet, supplements, self-care, and when to get into fitness and what to do. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, watch some other videos, throw some questions or comments down below them. I'd love to get to know you so that you can join this community. All right, mamas, so you've just rocked your birth and now it's time to rock your postpartum period. But all throughout pregnancy, our babies are like the cutest and most lovable little leeches. They kind of just like take it all out of us. And then we've just labored and it's been intense and now you're thrust into caring for your baby. So it's also important during this time to be taking the best care of yourself so that you are able to give the nutrition to your baby as well as have the energy to be taking care of your baby. So in this video, we are going to be talking about a big part of postpartum recovery, and that is your diet. So like I just said, babies really leech off of mom's stores of vitamins and fats and minerals and all of that good stuff in her body. So at the end of pregnancy, a lot of moms are depleted in zinc, in iron, in vitamin B, in selenium, in a lot of different things. And so sometimes the inclination is just to start supplementing those things with pills and vitamins and such. But the first thing that we should be focusing on is our diet. And our diet is either going to be our medicine or our poison. And of course, we want it to be our medicine. So I'm going to be sharing with you just some really important things about our diet that we need to focus on during this postpartum recovery. So the first thing that I want to point out at the beginning of this video is that I'm not going to be telling you how much you should or shouldn't be eating. I really think that you have a better gauge of your body. You've had 9 months of hard work of building this baby, and then you've had hours of birthing this baby. And so you know your body and you know how much you need to be eating. And so I'm focusing more on the quality of the foods and the quantity of foods. So you'll see a lot of times that out there, especially for breastfeeding moms, that you are going to want to add about 500 calories to your normal diet of like normal calorie intake. But like I said, I'm not focusing on that, but that's just a gauge if that is going to help you, if you do understand calories and all that. But that, again, is not the focus that I am going for. I just want to share with you the good foods that you should be eating. So with that quality over quantity in mind, it's also important to point out that, you want to try to avoid those high calorie but low nutrient foods. So the desserts, the chips, the junk food, things that are going to give you lots of calories, but they're just empty calories. They're not going to like fuel your body. And of course, it's all about balance. So I'm not saying don't eat the cheesecake, don't eat the cookies or the chips. It's all about balance, but you don't want to be fueling your body with those things. So what foods should you be consuming to help fuel your body? One of the first foods that I recommend eating during the first few weeks or even hours after having your baby is bone broth, because bone broth is packed with so many nutrients that is going to help your body recover. It has collagen, gelatin, elastin, and all of those things are going to really help with tissue repair and help with the cartilage in your bones, because remember, your pelvis is shifting. Remember, all those vaginal tissues have stretched out, your womb has stretched out. So all of those things are going to really help with the recovery process. Not only does it have those things, it also is filled with iron, which tons of mom are depleted in because they've lost blood during their labor and their baby's been taking it from them. It helps build up calcium, phosphorus, lots of different minerals, and that's just going to help with that recovery process. Along with all of that being in bone broth, it's also a great anti-inflammatory. And remember, your body has just been through a lot during that labor process, and so there is a lot of swelling in the vaginal area. There's also could be swelling in your ankles from the end of pregnancy or in other joint areas. And so having bone broth is great as an anti-inflammatory. It's also a liquid, and you really need to make sure that you are replenishing your hydration and just making sure that you are drinking enough water, and bone broth will help with that hydration factor. So I just mentioned swelling, and so there are lots of other foods that you can be helping with inflammation. Things like turmeric, berries, kale, broccoli, all of those different kind of anti-inflammatory foods are going to really help you with the recovery process so that the swelling goes down, and your body is just able to recover better. So in those first few weeks, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you have a high fibrous diet. And the reason for that is so that you have loose stools. A lot of times in the very beginning few days, especially if you've had a third, fourth degree tear, or even had a C-section, they don't want you to have as much fiber, because they don't want like super loose stools that are going to like cause like irritation for like your perineum or that C-section incision. But after a few days, you're going to want to make sure that you have good fiber in your diet so that your stools stay soft, and you're not having to like really bear down, because again, that's going to hurt your perineum, whether it's had a tear or not, and it's also not going to be comfortable for your C-section scar. So some fibrous foods that you can be eating are beans, lentils, popcorn, which is a great little snack for you to have, different fruits, veggies, all of those things have a lot of fiber that's going to help you keep that stool soft. So your food is either going to be your poison or your medicine. And a lot of times when we're sick, we're like, I need vitamin C, right? Vitamin C is also really important though for this postpartum recovery. We were talking earlier about collagen and how that's going to help with your cartilage. It's going to help with tissue repair. Well, vitamin C helps with the production of collagen, and it's also an immune booster. So obviously you're not going to want to get sick during this postpartum recovery. It's like difficult enough caring for a newborn and trying to take care of your body and stay on top of everything else, right? So really be chalking your diet full of vitamin C. So, that's the oranges, like the citrusy fruits. That's going to be all the different berries with antioxidants in it. It's going to be spinach, dark leafy greens. Those things have a lot of vitamin C in them. Also, if you are nursing, that vitamin C is going to be passed into your breast milk to your baby, which is super important for your baby, especially if you are vaccinating to help flush out, the aluminum in it, or to flush out those live viruses and to help boost their immune system. So it's not just helping you, but it's also really helping baby. So another nutrient that you're really going to want to try to implement in your diet postpartum that's going to help you with the recovery process and just feeling like you have energy, and also it's going to help fortify your breast milk, is to make sure that you have high healthy fats in your diet. So things like omega-3s, which are going to be found in salmon, in mackerel, in walnuts, in all those different kind of high healthy fat foods. There's kind of this like idea that fats make you fat, and that is not true. Fats are really going to help you tremendously during this postpartum recovery to make sure that your milk supply is nice and fatty for your growing baby, and that you have the energy that you need during the day to take care of that baby, and also to be giving your body enough fat stores to be doing all the recovery that it needs to internally. So those foods like salmon, walnuts, almonds, avocados, those are really full of good, healthy fats. And so there is such a thing as bad fats, and those are the fats that are going to be in really highly processed foods that you're going to get at fast food restaurants that are, in your bag of potato chips that have been fried. And those are the fats that aren't going to be fueling your body. Those just build up and they aren't good with flushing out your body. They just kind of stick in there. So those healthy fats are going to be the ones that you are going to want to steer towards and stay away from those unhealthy fats. So not only is your body doing that physical recovery, but it's also doing that chemical, hormonal rebalancing after you've had 9 months of pregnancy and birth, and now you are, recovering from that, and you're also maybe feeding your baby, you're nursing your baby. And so it's doing a lot of rebalancing during this postpartum recovery period. And a lot of times it goes on the back burner thinking about our hormones, but our hormones are fueled and fed by the food that we give it. And so if we want to feel that like emotional balance, if we want to feel that like physical balance, that, healthy bond with your baby, a big part of that is going to be what you're putting into your body. And so it's so easy to want to go for those cookies because it's easy and I'm starving. But your body is going to be best fueled and fed by going for those high protein foods, those good fats, those healthy, nutritive dense carbohydrates like sweet potatoes, whole wheat bread, good pastas, things like that. And I'm sharing this with you, not saying that like junk food is bad, never eat it, go for those cookies once in a while. But if you are hungry, your body is not really craving those cookies. It's craving something good to fill up on so that you can feed yourself and nourish yourself and feed and nourish your baby as well. I hope this video helped you get an idea of what you can be fueling your body with during this postpartum period so that you can help yourself with recovering as quickly and most effectively as possible. If you have any questions, make sure you comment them below. As a mom, as a doula, I just want to help you as much as I can, whether it's in birth, in this postpartum period, or in motherhood. So I am here for you for any of those questions or comments that you want to make. Make sure you stay tuned for my next videos that are coming up in this 4-part series, and I will see you in the next one.